Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. 10:35 in the morning. Well, let's talk Tunkhannock swimming, and the head coach in studio with us today, Tim Levy, and we got a handful of guys, handful of girls with us. And Coach, let's talk about the success we're seeing right now in the pool.
We're swimming very well right now. The boys are putting in the time in the weight room and in the pool. They're pushing each other, and right now we're still undefeated, looking towards districts.
As far as all this hard work, talk about the dedication from your group, and how much swimming do you get in, whether it's summertime or fall? Like, is there any club swimming? What's going on there at Tunkhannock?
Well, here at Tunkhannock, we have most of our athletes, our swimmers, they play in 3 different sports. So during the summer, a couple do get out and swim club, but most of them are playing other sports. During the in-season, we do have quite the schedule. We're in the weight room Tuesday and Thursday mornings, 5:45 in the morning till about 7 o'clock. And then we swim each night after school, and Saturdays we have 3-hour practices.
3-hour practices, a 3-hour tour. That sounds like a whole lot of fun.
I think so.
These kids, they dedicate themselves and get through these practices. Talk about their buy-in to the whole swim program.
They have bought in. We do a little bit different, high-intensity workout, and they've really come along, and they're sold on the program, and they're putting forth the effort that needs to be put in. Let's
talk a little bit about our first guest today, Sawyer Aiken. Tell us about him.
Sawyer is a returning senior. Last year, he finished second at the districts and qualified for states, and right now he's the lead diver in District 2 AA. So we're looking for him to have a good end-of-the-season meet at districts and qualify for the state meet.
All right, that's what we like to hear. Let's welcome in Sawyer Aiken here on the John Mendola Show. And Sawyer, you're a captain, and you really enjoy diving. Talk about all the hard work that you put into it.
We have 2 other divers with us. We have Nico, Charlotte, and Hunter Waitashik, and we just put in a lot of work. We really focus when we're there, and we really get our dives done, and we're just happy. We have a really good time. It's a fun season.
You're involved with soccer and track and field. Talk about positions you do in those, in soccer, and then what events you compete in track and field.
In soccer, I was a forward. I didn't play soccer up until my senior year, so I had a good senior year. It was fun. And then with track and field, I pole vault.
All right, pretty good. Ties in nicely with diving. Vice president of the class of 2018. Great accomplishment, FBLA. I'm sure you're proud of yourself with some of those things that you're involved in.
Yeah. I last year I ran for vice president, and I was the vice president my junior year, and then I was the vice president my senior year too. And I really enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with those guys.
All right. How about your sister Hannah, who's 12? What's she up to?
She's a big swimmer. She just started last year, and she's really been enjoying it, and she works really hard, and she's excited for championships this year.
Doing very well in the classroom, and carrying a pretty good grade point average there. How about the next step for you? What's going on?
I plan on going to Lock Haven University. I plan on majoring in physical education and dual majoring in special education.
And that's why your favorite subject is gym class. Any fun stuff you do in physical education class?
Yeah, we get to play a lot of dodgeball, a lot of basketball. It's a really good time. I spend half of my day in the gym.
Cool. And let's talk about your mom and what she does for you.
Oh yeah, my mom is my biggest supporter. She's always there for me, and she just pushes me all through diving season, and with any sport she's always pushing me, and she really helps me in with school and stuff, and she's just awesome.
Concentration-wise, let's talk a little bit about what it's like. You're out there on the diving board. There's complete silence, and I'm sure you have to kind of maybe go through this stuff, whether it's you're in your bedroom and you kind of get quiet and you compose yourself, or through practice. Talk about just kind of gathering yourself to figure out what you're doing there on the diving board.
Yeah, right when I step on the board, it's game time. I just stay focused, and right when I make that first move, I know I have to do the dive perfectly. There's no holding back.
All right, Sawyer, well, it sounds like you got your act together. Keep up the great work, and good luck at Lock Haven University.
Thank you so much.
Okay, senior Sawyer Aiken there from Tunkhannock. Let's get back to Coach Tim Levy. And Tim, we have another student-athlete to talk about, and you may know this one, Dylan.
Yes, Dylan's my son. I'm lucky enough to have him in the pool with me. He started swimming, I believe, in his 6th or 7th grade year with the Tunkhannock age group swim team, and he's continued on through with it, and he's doing very well.
And as far as that father-coach relationship that you have with Dylan, does he respond pretty well?
Yeah, he does. When we're on the pool deck, he knows it's coach, athlete, and once we leave the pool deck, it's more father-son.
All right, and how about his energy? Talk about what you think he brings to the table as a Tunkhannock member of the swim team.
Oh, his hard work. Whatever sports he's in at that time, he's totally focused on that, and he does work hard. He's one of the guys that are pushing everybody in the pool, in and out of the pool.
All right, let's welcome in Dylan Mislevy here on the John Mendola Show. He is a junior. He's a captain. And Dylan, how much fun are you having with this team?
We have so much fun. Going through this season together, it's a long season, so if you can surround yourself with a bunch of guys that you get along with, it makes for a better season.
We're having a lot of success there at Tunkhannock in the winter sports program. So boys basketball team's doing pretty well. Wrestling team having success, and the swim team having some success. It's nice to see everybody doing it, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's been a while since basketball's had a good season, but swimming and wrestling usually have a very good season.
You also are involved with baseball and golf, and tell us a little bit about your contributions there.
For the golf team, I was the captain this year with my friend Tyler Fox. He made it through to districts. I fell a little short, but in baseball, I played third base, catcher, and first base. And we made it through the season with a winning record at the end.
All right, and in the classroom, government and history, a couple of your favorite subjects?
Yeah.
All right, and you have a little brother, Aiden. Tell us about him.
He's also a swimmer. He's making big strides right now. He's only 9, so you can only expect so much out of him. He also he plays baseball, and he comes out golfing with my father and I every once in a while.
Right, somehow you guys find time to do all those different things. So, athletic family, let's talk about the next step for you. Again, you're a junior, but down the road, what are some things you'd like to do?
I'm really into golf, so I would like to get a bachelor's degree in business management and a concentration in the golf industry.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. And one of those role models in your life, your dad, and talk about just spending time with them and having a lot of fun and seeing him how he interacts as a coach and then as a father. I'm sure you get to see both sides, but probably all good stuff, huh?
Yeah. Going through the season starts in late October all the way through March. So being with him every day, 12 hours a day it gets rough sometimes, but it's always nice to have your dad as a coach and always there for you.
All right. Well, Dylan, thanks for telling us your story. We wish you the very best.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Dylan Mislevy here on the John Mendola Show. Well, let's continue the conversation. Coach, we have one more fella to talk to, and tell us who we're going to talk about next.
Alex Bushray. He's been swimming now for quite a while. I think I got him to come out when he was still in Squidget baseball several years ago. He's done very well. Right now, he is one of the top in the 50 and the 100 freestyles, and he's one of our captains, and he sets the example in the water also.
All right, let's welcome in Alex Bushray here on the John Mendola Show, a senior for the Tunkhannock Tiger swim team. And let's talk about your events. Coach mentioned a little bit of it. I guess you like to sprint a little bit, huh?
Yeah. The 50 is my favorite event. 100's up there, but it's lengthy.
Let's talk about your starts in the 50 and working on little things, whether it's the starts or the finishes, the stuff in between. I think, as we all know, it's kind of just you go get them. But talk about trying to perfect a little bit to shave a little bit of time off.
I believe that technique is definitely just as important as power and strength. If you don't have the right technique, then you're just flailing around in the water, and you're not going to go anywhere.
As far as perfecting that technique in swimming, do you look at video? Does coach kind of see it? Anything you work on to kind of perfect that? Talk about little things you do as a swimmer in the high school level.
Sometimes I research stuff myself. Coach definitely helps me out too. It's all of it's on YouTube, or there's this one website that I went on last year, and it was goswim.org, I think,
I don't remember, but you get a free video every day, and it shows you every single stroke and little tips that'll help you out, like different things like water, like the water pockets that you don't think about that have drag.
I like the idea that you're researching your events and you're putting some time into it. Great to hear. Alex, let's talk about the lacrosse and cross country there at Tunkhannock. How deeply involved are you in those?
Cross country, I've been doing that since 7th grade. Last year I took off a year and did football, but I came back to cross country because it was a lot of fun. I think that the most fun sports are the ones that you get along with everybody in there and you feel like a group.
All right, and let's talk about little brother Kyle.
He's following around in my footsteps. He started swim this year. He's doing pretty good. He's trying to go for the 8 and under record right now.
That's awesome. He's 7 years old, so I hope he gets that. Couple favorite subjects for you in school, and they sound quite unique for you, so tell us what they are.
Wood tech and culinary arts. My biological father was big into woodworking. He has his own business, and he lives in Michigan. And I just thought I needed I don't like study halls in school, so I just kind of threw wood tech in there this year, and I ended up loving it. There's a whole bunch of projects that I've been working on. And then culinary arts, my mother was, she went to college at Keystone for culinary arts, and I like food, so it's nice to be able to make it myself.
Well, somebody down the road is going to catch your eye, and I'm sure there'll be a dream of fixing stuff around the house and being able to cook, so people always enjoy that. Let's talk about the future for you.
I'm currently enlisted in the U.S. Navy right now. I'm in the Navy Special Operations program, and that means I'm a diver. So I have a few options there since I went in enlisted. I can be James Bond and defuse bombs and stuff like that, or I can go underwater and weld.
That sounds all fun stuff to me, and good luck being able to do that. That sounds pretty darn challenging. Let's talk about your mom and your coach, a couple of people that push you along and kind of bring out your best.
My mom always encourages me to do my best. She's always there for me when I'm having a rough day. She just says I can do my best as much as I can. And my coach, I was looking at times last night, and he feels like a dad to me. He feels like he's getting ready to for me to be a coach, even though I might not do that now. But later on the road, it might seem like an option. It's definitely a lot of fun seeing where the team's at now and where we could be, and we're super close. Our one relay is in second place at districts right now, and I crunched the numbers, and we have a really good shot at first place for that. We're 4 milliseconds away.
You are doing a lot of homework, and I like your little technology searching and all the things you're doing on the net. Keep up the good work, Alex, and the best of luck, and glad that you enlisted in the U.S. Navy, and we're proud of what you're going to do going forward.
Thank you.
All right, Alex Bushry from Tunkhannock. We have the ladies to get to, so we'll hear all their stories from Tunkhannock and the job they're doing in the pool with their coach. Coming up here on The John Mendola Show, you can follow us online, thejohnmendolashow.com. You can follow us on YouTube, subscribe. It is The John Mendola Show right on YouTube. We had live high school basketball last night between Mid-Valley and Riverside. We'll have some more games upcoming in just a few weeks here, so you'll get to check those out as well. We're going to take a time out now. Let's head out to our local State Farm insurance agent, who's located right in Tunkhannock, Frank Sorokach. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokach is there. We'll be back in WILK